Namaste everyone. Today we'll be talking about pranayama. Pranayama came from the word prana and ayama. It's made up of two words. Prana means vital force, the life force, the energy. Ayama is an expansion. Pranayama is generally considered as a control of breathing, but it is not just that, it is more than that. Think that you are not alone. You always have a breath with you. Breath is there from the day when you are born until the day you die. Breath will always be with you. It's a force which exists in all the existence, whether animate or inanimate. Pranayama should not be considered as a mere breathing practice or an oxygen. It is more subtler than that. It is the energy which flows through all the nadis, all the energy channels which are called nadis. Pranayama utilizes the breathing to influence the flow of prana into the nadis, which are energy channels in the pranamaya kosha, which is energy body. Prana, which is the breath, right? Or subtler than the breath. So you are not alone. You always have a breath with you, always. Breath is the first thing which, when we are born, we breathe. That's the first breath we take. And also when we die, when you leave the body, the last prana is the one which leaves last. After that, we call it body is dead. So it is very, 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 very important. And how you breathe is very important. In this video, I am going to explain how, using the three lobes of the lungs, how you can utilize your breathing plus the energy flow in the body. Come and join me in the practice of pranayama. This is actually pre-practice of pranayama. Thank you for joining.
First practice breath awareness. Sit in any comfortable meditation posture, or you can also lie down in shavasana and relax the whole body. Adopt chin mudra, jnana mudra. Chin mudra is index finger touching the root of the thumb. Observe the natural and spontaneous breathing process. Develop the total awareness of the rhythmic flow of the breath. Feel the breath flowing in and out of the nose. Do not control the breath in any way. Notice that the breath is cool when it enters the nostrils and warm as it flows out. Observe this with the attitude of detached witness. The breath flowing in and out of the back of the mouth, above the throat. Bring the awareness down to the region of the throat and feel the breath flowing in the throat. Bring the awareness down to the region of the chest and feel the breath flowing in the trachea and bronchial tubes. Next, feel the breath flowing in the lungs. Be aware of the lungs expanding and relaxing. Slowly shift the attention to the rib cage and observe the expansion and relaxation of this area. Bring the awareness down to the abdomen. Feel the abdomen move upward on inhalation and downward on exhalation. Finally, become aware of the whole breathing process from the nostril to the abdomen and continue observing it for some time. Bring the awareness back to observing the physical body as the one unit and slowly open the eyes. This is a simple technique which introduces to your own respiratory system and breathing patterns. It's very relaxing and it can be practiced at any time. Awareness of the breathing process itself is sufficient as slow down the respiratory rate and establish a more relaxed rhythmic breathing. Slowly get ready for the next practice called abdominal breathing or diaphragmatic breathing. Sit in any meditative posture. Place either both of your hands on the abdomen or right hand on the abdomen just above the navel and left hand over the center of the chest. Observe the spontaneous breath without controlling it anyway. Let it be absolutely normal and natural. Try to practice abdominal breathing. Feel as though you're drawing the energy and breath in and out directly through the navel. Right hand will move up with inhalation and down with the exhalation. The left hand remains almost still. Let the abdomen relax. Do not try to force the movement in any way. Try not to expand the chest or move the shoulders. Feel the abdomen expanding and contracting. Continue breathing slowly and deeply. At the end of the inhalation, the diaphragm will be compressing the abdomen and the navel will be at its highest point. On exhalation, the diaphragm moves upwards and the abdomen moves downward. At the end of the exhalation, the abdomen will be contracted and the navel compressed towards the spine. Continue for a few minutes. Relax the whole effort and once again watch the spontaneous breathing pattern. Slowly become aware of the physical body, become aware of the surroundings and gently open the eyes. Abdominal breathing is the most natural and efficient way to breathe. However, due to the tension and poor posture, it's forgotten. So once these techniques becomes daily part of the life and correct breathing restored, there will be a great improvement in the physical and mental well-being. Now get ready for the next practice, thoracic breathing. Sit in a meditative posture or lie in Shavasana. Slowly keep both of your hands on your chest or one hand, right hand on your abdomen and then left hand on your chest. Please continue diaphragmatic breathing and begin to inhale slowly through expanding the rib cage. Maintain the awareness of the natural breathing. Feel the movement of the ribs, individual ribs outward and upward, and be aware of this expansion drawing air into the lungs. Expand the chest as much as possible. Exhale by relaxing the chest muscles. Feel the rib cage contracting and forcing the air out of the lungs. Breathe slowly and deeply through the chest with total awareness. Do not use the diaphragmatic breathing. Continue thoracic breathing for a few minutes, pausing slightly after each inhalation and exhalation. Relax any effort and once again watch the spontaneous breathing pattern. Slowly bring the awareness back to observing the physical body as a whole. Be aware of the surroundings and gently open the eyes. Thoracic breathing utilizes the middle lobes of the lungs by expanding and contracting the rib cage. It expands more energy than abdominal breathing for some quantity of air of exchange. It is often associated with physical exercise and exertion as well as stress and tension. When combined with abdominal breathing, it helps the body to obtain more oxygen. Slowly get ready for the next practice called clavicular breathing. It's the final stage of total ribcage expansion. Sit in any meditative posture. Place both of your hands on your back, palms touching the back. Maintain the unbroken awareness of the natural breathing for some time, concentrating on the sides of the chest. Perform thoracic breathing for a few minutes. Inhale, fully expanding the rib cage. When the rib cage are fully expanded, inhale a little more until expansion is felt in the upper portion of the lungs around the base of the neck. The shoulders and collarbone should be moving up slowly and slightly. This is inhalation. It will take some effort. Exhale slowly, first releasing the lower neck and upper chest, then relaxing the rest of the rib cage back to its starting position. Continue for some more breath, observing the effect of this type of breathing. Relax any effort and once again watch the spontaneous breathing pattern. Bring the awareness back to observing the physical body as a whole. Become aware of the surroundings and gently open the eyes. Clavicular breathing is the final stage of total ribcage expansion. It occurs after the thoracic inhalation has been completely expanded. It requires maximum expansion on inhalation. In a daily life, clavicular breathing is only used under the conditions of extreme physical exertion and when experiencing obstructive airway disease such as asthma. Now get ready for the next practice called yogic breathing. Sit in any meditative posture or you can lie down in shavasana. Inhale slowly and deeply, allowing the abdomen to expand fully. Try to breathe so slowly that little or no sound of the breath can be heard. Feel the air reaching into the bottom of the lungs. At the end of the abdominal expansion, start to expand the chest outward and upward. When the ribs are fully expanded, inhale little more until expansion is felt in the upper portion of the lungs. On the base of the neck, the shoulders and collarbone should also move up slightly. Some tension will be felt in the neck muscles. Now slowly start to exhale by relaxing the upper neck. Then allow the chest to contract downward and then inward. Next, allow the diaphragm to push upward and towards the chest. Continue this process of abdominal breathing on the inhalation and on the exhalation for some time. The entire movement should be harmonious and flowing. The whole process should be one continuous movement, each pace of the breathing merging into the next. There should not be no jerks or unnecessary strain. If you feel any stress or a strain, please stop the practice. Yogic breathing combines all the three previous techniques of breathing. It is good for the whole body. It can be practiced at any time and it's especially useful in situations of high stress or anger for calming the nerves. We have come to the end of this session. We hope you have enjoyed the practice. Thank you for joining. Namaste. We'll see you in the next video.